Hello students, welcome to Learn Digital channel. Today I will cover the second chapter of Object-Oriented Programming book by OOP-Balagurusamy. The second chapter is talking about the beginning with C++. So in this chapter, what is C++ and what are the different basic instructions of C++ are discussed. So let us start. When you go through the book, you will find the concepts one after another. So why I'm taking the reference of the book is because most of the students actually they try to learn as well as they actually try to cover the syllabus of the exam what they are going to face. So it will help in that context also. So our learning with referring to a particular book which is object oriented programming with C++ Balagurusamy. So the first topic is what is C++. C++, which is an object-oriented programming language developed by the Bijan Starstrup at AT&T Bell's laboratory. And that scientist, he was actually an admirer of C, and he developed the object-oriented concept in C or with C, and he named C with class. And every concept of C is there in C++. So you can say in C++ C is there. So C++ is the superset and C is the subset. And later on he renamed the C with object, C with classes, and he renamed to C++. And plus plus means the incremented operator, incrementation, increment by 1, that plus plus, it means that. So C with more things, it's an extended version of C, and the extension is actually the class and objects or object oriented features which are incorporated. So in C++, every concept of function oriented model, that means the C is already there. So if you write any program in C, can be run on C++ compiler, there is no problem. And with few changes, we'll find it out what are the fundamental changes we find in C++, writing some instructions, but all the other things will be as it is, everything. So you'll find some of the in the section 2.3 there is a program, simple program is given. So we already discussed in our previous lectures. We gave example with class and object. So here we are not taking any class and object because we understood that function oriented programming, the procedure oriented programming, and plus object oriented in C++. So here we are just considering the function oriented programming part here in this chapters, the second chapter. And when we give example, we will give a simple example without class. So here we can write a program hash include iostream, then using namespace std. What is this two thing? I will discuss later. For the time being, you just remember that you have to write these two things before writing any program. I will definitely discuss about this next classes when we'll discuss different things, the function. So here this is the main, so you can write anything. So in C we write printf to print any text, but in this case we will not write printf because printf is not allowed in C++. In C++ we have to write C out, and we have to keep double quote, and you have to write our text. And double quote is over, then you have to give semicolon. So this is the replacement of printf in C++ like this. So you can like compile and execute this program, the small program in C++. So here the cout, we understood that this is the minimum change in C++, where you have to write cout instead of printf. So there is another statement called cin. Instead of scanf, we actually write cin, and this angular bracket, double angular bracket will be like this. So this is in this direction, this is in the opposite direction, the angular bracket. This is opening angular bracket, and here in case of this, it is closing angular bracket. So this is the first example, and so you can understand there is no change in C program and C++ program up to this, because we are not considering the function procedure oriented feature of C++ that is supported in C++ compiler. And just to make you understand the cout, another example with cin, same. So in the main, we can write integer a, and you can write cout enter integer, and you can write cin then a. So this will work like scanf, and it will take input into a. So you can also write cout, and you can print out the value of the variable a, or you can write like this. Okay, no need to increase the confusion up to this. So this is a small example. Here you write hash include this and using namespace std. So this thing I will discuss later. So this is another example with cin. So when you go on, so what is in this section, in this chapter, it is discussed that what is command line when you give double slash like this. So when whatever you write in the program, it will be invisible to the compiler, will not see. Compiler will not see, only you can see, or any other person can see who actually want to understand about the code. So you can describe any set like block of code to make others understand, or to just describe the program, how it is working. So this is for the actual developer, this comment section. So another comment structure is like this. This is the forward slash and this asterisk, and here is asterisk, and this again a forward slash. So this entire block will be invisible. Here this, if you do this, only this line up to the semicolon will be invisible, but in case of this, the entire section from this to this will be invisible. So this is the concept of comment, which is actually concept to just describe the program, but not for the compiler. Compiler will never see this. It will be invisible to the compiler, and compiler will not execute this line, because it is actually for the description of the part of the program or any line. So let us go further, and in cout we use this thing, and this is an operator which is output operator, and we call it insertion operator. We call it insertion operator. Means why it is called insertion operator is very important. This operator actually from your program, it displays on the screen, insert on the standard output device, that is a monitor. You are printing something, hello, suppose. So here this operator actually inserting characters on the screen, and the opposite of that is called extraction operator, which is actually there in cin statement. In cin statement, what we do actually, we take input from the keyboard and put in our memory or in our system or computer. here is the keyboard, and from keyboard to, and this operator is actually doing that, and this is your program. So from that, this operator actually takes value. Suppose 5 is the value and a is the variable. So in your program, in your memory, computer system memory, it will be inside, it will be put, and extracted means extraction. This is called the extraction operator in C++. So this extraction operator works like this. This is the variable, so you put the outside value, there is a keyboard value, and is put in a in your program. So this extraction is done from keyboard and is put in a. So this is the concept of insertion and insertion and extraction operator. So this is there in the second chapter, so you can go through very easily, and you can cover the second chapter. So thank you for watching, and if you have any sort of query, you just write in the comment section, and for the next videos, the notification and all you will get if you subscribe. So do subscribe and give your feedback, because it's not as other sort of video people make, and it is purely content which is actually on computer science, and the objective of this channel is to just make a repository for the students, those who do not have access to teachers, do not have access to college, or anyone want to learn from digital media. So this is the concept, or this is the objective behind that. So do subscribe. Thank you.